Question 16. If Alice gave 22 sweets to Doris, she would have 4 times as many sweets as Doris. If Doris gave 18 sweets to Alice, she would have 1/9 of the total number of sweets Alice and Doris had. Find the total number of sweets they had all together. Okay, so let's assume that for Alice, the amount of sweets she had is A. And let's also assume the amount of sweets Doris had is D. Okay, so we actually want to find the sum of A and D. That's our objective. And from the first condition, we know that if Alice gave 22 sweets to Doris, that means Doris will receive another 22 sweets. Then Alice is going to have 4 times as many sweets as Doris. That means A minus 22 will be 4 times the amount of Doris, 4 times the amount of Doris the sweets. Okay, that's the first condition. And from the second condition, we actually know that if Doris gave 18 sweets to Alice, so Alice is going to receive 18 sweets from Doris, then Doris' sweets is only 1/9 of the total number of sweets. D minus 18 will be only 1/9 of the total amount of sweets, A plus D. Okay, so we only know these two conditions, and now we need to figure out what is A, what is D, and what is the sum of A and D. You can see from the first equation showing here, we can get that A equals to 22 plus 4D plus 88, and therefore it equals to 4D plus 110. Okay, that's from the first condition. Okay, we know this relationship A equals to 4D plus 110. Okay, now let's look at the second condition showing here, and actually we are also interested what's the relationship between A and D. Okay, so if you multiply 9 to both sides, we're gonna have 9D minus 18 multiplied by 9 equals to A plus D, and therefore we should be able to get that A equals to 9D minus D minus 18 multiplied by 9. So that is going to be 8D minus 162. And notice that A also equals to 8D minus 162. A also equals to 40 plus 110. So they must be equal, these two expressions, because they are both representing A. Therefore, we should have 4D plus 110 equals to 8D minus 162. Therefore, we should have 4D equals to 110 plus 162. Okay, so basically we just cancel 4D on both sides. This one becomes 4D, right? So 4D equals 110 plus 162 by shifting this number to the right hand side, and now we should be able to get 272, and therefore D equals to 272 divided by 4 equals to 68. Okay, and if we substitute this D value into this expression, we should be able to get A equals to 8 multiplied by 68 minus 162. The answer is going to be 382. So total amount of sweets Alice and Doris had altogether, in this case, is going to be D plus A equals to 68 plus 382. That is 450. Okay, that's the answer.